In this video, I'm going to talk you through my processes for painting this classical still life with sunflowers in a beautiful vase. This is an oil painting using the underpainting technique. So I begin with a underpainting, and you can see a full tutorial on this underpainting over on the YouTube channel, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. Once my underpainting is completely dry, I begin working on the background, and I'm using a variety of greens in that background, and then also some burnt umber and some burnt sienna towards the bottom. I then begin to complete the vase using a thin mixture of white that's just been greyed down slightly. I want to make sure that I've got some lovely shadows and details on that vase as well. Next, I begin to block in the basic colours of the tulips, keeping things pretty simple at this stage. And then I begin working on that baby's breath, just blocking in a basic colour. Again, when you're working in layers like this, you want to just put some basic colours in place, knowing that once this layer is dried, I'm able to go back over the top and add some details. So I'm keeping everything quite loose in this initial blocking in stages. I'm adding some leaves here. And here you can see I'm going back and just popping in some detailing. And then finally I'm going to go over the pattern on the vase using a blue. This tutorial was completed over 3 weeks, 3 live workshops. So again, just be prepared to let things dry and work in those layers. It really does stop things becoming overwhelming, and you can really sort of add those details once the layer underneath has dried off. I'm now on another layer, and I begin to add another layer of details to the lily buds. And now that that layer underneath is dried, I'm really able to start adding in some extra details. I'm working now on that baby's breath, and here I'm just putting some tiny little details, some tiny little marks to create the suggestion of those cluster of flowers. Adding some highlights to the leaves. And again now another layer on those sunflowers to really bring some detail and into these flowers. I'm now adding those final details to the main sunflower, just popping on those final highlights. And adding some detail into that centre. Those final highlights on the vase go on really thick. This is quite thick white paint, and in order for those highlights to look really shiny, you really do need to put that final layer on very, very thick. And here is the final painting. This lesson is available on the MazArt Academy. It consists of a pre-recorded underpainting and 3 live lessons, and it's all available now on the replay, and I'll leave a link to the MazArt Academy in the description box below. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.